This is part 2 of Mindful Yoga. The same instructions apply here as for the first section of guided yoga and stretching. Bring your full curiosity. Maintain as best you can your moment-to-moment awareness of breath and sensation, and take good care of yourself throughout. Allow yourself to explore your body's current limitations and abilities. Explore at the edges of what you can do, never forcing or pushing beyond, never harming. Trust your own discernment and know that as you bring yourself regularly to your practice, your strength and abilities will grow. The movements here, practiced with awareness, are yet another way to bring compassion and nurturing attention to your body, to all aspects of yourself. Always feel free to skip a movement and to rest in any way you choose. If you skip a movement, know that you can visualize doing the pose, and that is practice as well. For our balance poses, you may want to place a chair in front of you or stand near a wall to steady yourself. If it's available, having an opportunity to practice in front of a full-length mirror can help you to see your alignment and balance, as well as to feel it. Let's begin in a standing pose, with both feet planted on the floor a few inches apart, feet parallel if that's comfortable for you. Allow your arms to rest, dangling from the shoulders. Feel yourself standing tall and upright. Bring a tiny bit of bend to the knees to enhance your alignment and balance here, if that feels good to you. Bring your awareness to your breathing, in and out through the nostrils if that works for you, feeling the movement of the breathing in and the breathing out. And then on an in-breath, stretching the arms up to the sides, fingers pointing up, and then reaching all the way up over your head, locking your thumbs together. Rooting yourself through your feet, reaching and stretching the arms and fingers up to the ceiling as you continue to breathe. Feeling this stretch, feeling any sensations you have from the bottoms of your feet up through the body and all the way up to your fingertips as you breathe steadily in and out through your nose. And when you're ready, on an exhale, unlocking the thumbs to stretch the arms out to your side and to gradually release them all the way down till they're dangling limp at your sides once again. Continuing with your steady breath here, and if you'd like to, allow your eyes to close. Centering your attention in the belly, and just observe the flow of your breath and any sensations in the arms, the back, anything that might be present for you now. And then on another deep breath, this time just stretching the right arm up to do what we can imagine as picking the grapes that are just beyond our reach. Perhaps lifting the left heel at the same time, left arm still hanging down at your side. Using your steady breath rhythm, reaching up to pick those grapes. And then on an exhale, slowly lowering the right arm and returning the left heel to the ground. And then on an inhale, raising the left arm, reaching for the grapes. Raising the right heel this time to give you a little more length to reach from. Steadily breathing out and in. Continue to stretch and reach, and then exhaling your left arm and right heel back down to earth, back to standing with weight balanced on both left and right feet once again. And now again, let's take a deep breath in and stretch arms up to the side and all the way up to the ceiling, locking thumbs together, and this time stretching, bending over to the right side, keeping your head between the arms and just breathing steadily as you extend out over the right hip. Or if you prefer, you could release the thumbs and extend your arms out parallel to one another, exploring just how far your reach can expand, taking care of yourself, breathing steadily, exploring sensations, and feeling the stretch on the left side. And then on an inhale, bringing your arms up again. And then on the next exhale, stretch over to the left side, either locking your thumbs or extending the arms out parallel over the left side. And again, exploring your limits, mindful of breath and sensations, reaching. And then on an inhale, bring the arms up again, stretching up with the thumbs locked, feeling the reach. And on an exhale, slowly lower the arms to your side as before, just letting them dangle there. Feeling the alignment of your standing pose, feeling the flow of the steady breath, and if you choose, closing your eyes, centering yourself, and bring attention to your belly, to your breathing. And we'll move into forward shoulder rolls. Using your steady breath, begin on an in-breath by raising the shoulders up to the ears as far as they'll go, while the arms hang down passively, and then squeeze them forward, then dropping them downward, then rolling them towards the back, squeezing the shoulder blades together, and bringing them up again to your ears, and then forward and down, and once again rolling the shoulders back, melting your shoulder blades together at the center of your back. And now let's change the direction, breathing the shoulders up to the ears again, then squeezing the shoulder blades together at your back, dropping the shoulders down and rolling them forward, and then back up to your ears. And now finishing with the shoulder blades reaching for each other at the center of your back, with the chest open. Relax your arms down at your sides, feeling yourself standing here now, in alignment, in balance, in this open and steady posture. Feel the steady rhythm of your breath. Beginning our neck rolls. On an exhale, lowering your chin to the chest, and then inhaling, moving your head as you lift left ear over left shoulder. Now bring your head up, and now exhaling, bring right ear over right shoulder, and then dropping chin to chest, making slow, big circular movements as you breathe steadily. Let your eyes circle around the room as you do this, repeating a couple of times, feeling your feet rooting you to the floor, feeling your balance and poise as you do this. And as you're ready, let's change the directions of the neck rolls, lowering chin to chest, and this time moving first to the right, then up to neutral, then to left, and down once again, repeating this a couple more times, loosening up the neck. And now we'll move into some balance and strengthening poses. Slowly let your weight shift from both feet to the left foot while you inhale and lift both arms up parallel to the floor, raising your right leg up to the side as much as you can at the same time. Focusing ahead of you at a fixed spot on the wall can be helpful as you steady yourself and balance. Breathe steadily, doing the best you can, noticing the small adjustments the body makes to balance you, perhaps raising the leg a little bit higher, stretching the arms out in opposite directions, and as you're ready, exhale while lowering the arms and the right foot back down, the weight once again equally distributed on both feet. And when you're ready, inhaling, shift your weight this time onto the right foot as you raise both arms, lifting the left leg, and again breathing steadily, finding your balance, exploring your limits, playing here as you explore the body's capacity for this movement. Reaching arms out in opposite directions, assisting you in balancing. Lifting the leg maybe a little more if you can. Feeling the breath deep in your belly. And then as you're ready, exhaling and bringing the arms and the left leg back down to the floor. Bringing equal weight into both feet once again. Standing tall, relaxed, arms at rest, hanging at your sides. And now inhaling, let's put the hands on the hips and gently turn just from the waist, turning over the right shoulder, keeping the hips facing forward. Exhaling here with gaze over the right shoulder, turning your head, neck, and chest to the right, continuing to breathe steadily. And on an exhale, return back to center. And on an inhale, turn toward the left side. Again, keeping the hips forward and turning head, neck, and chest while you root down through your feet for support. Breathing steadily out and in, gazing over left shoulder. And on an exhale, now turn to the right again, and this time turning all the way down from the ankles, turning the whole body and head to the right side, as far as you can, looking over to the right corner of the room, and breathing here at your edges. Steady breath. And on another exhale, now turn to the left side, turning all the way from your ankles, turning the entire body and head as far as you're able toward the back left corner of the room while you breathe steadily, noticing sensations, seeking into the edges of your abilities. And exhaling again, return back to your centered standing posture once more. Release the arms down to your sides. And on an exhale, bend forward from the waist, bending your knees, head, arms, hands hanging heavily, just allowing yourself to let go here, releasing, breathing, feeling the movements of the breath throughout your chest, your back. Perhaps with each exhale, feeling more release and surrender. Sinking the head a little lower toward the floor. Continue to breathe slowly, diaphragmatically. And if you like, while you're down here in this forward fold, you might want to extend the right arm out, parallel to the floor, and just hold it there while you breathe, gazing down at the floor. And then exhale, bringing the arm back down. And now inhaling and extending the left arm out parallel to the floor, again as you gaze toward the floor, steadily breathing. And when you're ready, exhaling and releasing the left arm back down. And then prepare to slowly rise back to standing as you inhale, keeping your head down as you uncurl your spine, letting the shoulders and the head be the last to rise. Feeling yourself once again in your balanced standing pose. Closing your eyes if you choose, and bring your attention back to your belly. Perhaps noticing the beating of your heart, any sensations. Just letting everything settle. And now we'll move to our chair pose. So with your feet planted, hip distance apart, inhale and stretch your arms forward. And imagine you're going to sit down in a chair as you exhale and bend your knees, keeping your back straight, feeling the strength of the back, feeling your arms helping you to balance. Feel your steady breathing as you bend your knees, perhaps dropping them down a little bit lower to sit in your chair. Feeling your limit, whatever that may be. And as you're ready, inhale and return to standing, releasing the arms, perhaps shaking them out. Take a big breath and an open mouth exhale, releasing the tension from doing this chair posture. And now on to our tree pose. So first, bringing your awareness to your left foot and leg, anchoring your weight down into the left side as you inhale and bring up the right foot. Perhaps kickstanding the heel of the right foot onto the left ankle with flexed toes on the floor, or place the sole of the right foot against the lower or upper left leg. Just not up against the left knee. We wouldn't want to put pressure on the knee. Continue to use the steadiness of your breath as a way to anchor you, to assist you in the steadiness of your balance. Bring your palms together at the center of your chest. And as you're ready, if you wish, you can reach your clasped hands up above you, or move your tree branch arms and hands into whatever expression you choose. Focus your eyes on a stationary spot in front of you for another anchor. Breathe, perhaps even smiling, maybe reaching the hands a little higher. And as you're ready then, exhaling and releasing the arms and the right foot back down. And now shifting the weight into the right foot and leg. Inhaling the left foot up into whatever position you chose on the other side. Placing your hands together at the heart center, breathing with awareness, balancing, standing tall, and if you choose, reaching your arms and hands up above you into whatever expression you took on the other side. Breathing here, smiling, finding your focal point, feeling your breath. And then exhaling, floating the arms back down as you return the left foot back to the floor, returning to an equally weighted standing pose once more, feeling the after effects of what you've just done, feeling your breath rise and fall. Transitioning now, coming to sit down on your mat, and we'll move into some stretching positions here. So sit tall with your steady breathing, bend your knees, and bring the soles of your feet together, clasping the fingers beyond the toes, bringing the heels in as close to your body as they will go without forcing, just to the point where your body tells you to stop. Straighten the back, breathe, and now gently and mindfully release your knees down, and then bring them up, like butterfly wings, opening and closing, finding your range of movement, gently creating some openness. You might play with inhaling as you raise the knees and exhaling as you release them down a few times. And now extending the left leg out in front of you, your right knee still bent, and tucking the sole of the right foot into your left thigh, allowing the bent right leg to relax onto the floor. On an in-breath, then, stretching the arms up, locking the thumbs together, gently breathing in as you stretch up. And on an exhale, lowering down, tucking your chin, perhaps grasping your leg with your hands, stretching here as each in-breath lengthens the spine. And with each out-breath, perhaps finding a little more room to lower down farther. And then inhaling, straightening and reaching arms up again, clasping thumbs. And on an out-breath, folding forward and down again, holding your calf or wherever is best for you. Lengthening the spine as you inhale, lowering down as you exhale. Letting go, expanding, finding more space. And then on an in-breath, rising up, reaching arms and fingertips back to the sky, clasping thumbs, stretching, and exhaling, releasing the arms back to your side. And switching the legs now so that the right leg is extended out and the left knee is bent, and the sole of the left foot is tucked into the right thigh. Inhaling and reaching arms and hands up overhead, clasping thumbs, stretching here. And exhaling, folding forward over the extended leg, wrapping hands around either side of the right calf perhaps. Again, lengthening the spine with the inhales and folding down farther with the exhales. Exploring the possibilities of releasing down a little farther. Noticing how your breathing creates the spaciousness that allows for this letting go. And now inhaling your way back up, arms and hands reaching again to the sky. And exhaling once again, releasing down, lengthening with the in-breaths, folding farther down with the out-breaths. And as you're ready, inhaling yourself back up to seated with fingertips reaching up with the thumbs clasped. And then exhale your arms back down to the sides. And now breathing in, extending the left leg out in front of you along with the right leg. And exhaling, using your hands on the floor for support, flap the legs up and down a bit, shaking them, breathing here as you loosen the legs up. And now find your way to lying on your back in corpse position. Feel the alignment of your back, neck, and head here. Feel the weight of your body supported by the floor. Relax your arms somewhat away from your sides, your palms facing the ceiling. Spread your legs and let the feet relax away. Allow the body's full, easeful breathing. Noticing the sensations and perceptions that are present here for you, moment to moment. Notice the movement of the breath in the midst of the stillness of the body. And now we'll move to a half-bridge pose to reverse the stretch on the back. If you choose then, bend both knees and plant both feet on the mat, about hip distance apart, and reach your fingertips toward your heels, your arms on the floor. And on an in-breath, press down through your feet and lift the hips off the floor, resting your weight on your feet and the upper back. Just resting in this position with thighs parallel to the floor and hips rising as high as they will go. See your belly expanding with the in-breaths and receding with the out-breaths. If you wish, you can imagine your breath just floating your heart and hips higher as you find the rest in this pose, using as little muscle engagement as possible, allowing the face, the jaw to relax. And now, if you choose, you could float your arms up over your head to rest on the floor behind you. And as you're ready, on an exhale, you can return your arms, your hips, and back gently back down to the mat, back into a relaxed, supported, and aligned position. And then on an inhale, bring both knees up toward your chest, wrapping your arms around the shins or around your thighs if you prefer, and rock from side to side, massaging your back, breathing, releasing, maybe smiling. And when you come back to center again, you could lift your forehead toward your knees, now rocking forward and backward perhaps, maybe even rocking yourself up to seated. Just working the best you can within your limits, with compassion, sensing into your experience. And now stretch back out, back into the corpse position, perhaps placing something under your knees for support if that would feel good, or spreading a blanket over you, feeling the support of the floor as you completely let go of all effort. Spreading out arms and legs, rolling palms open to the ceiling, muscles releasing, closing your eyes, bringing attention to your belly, to your breathing. Noticing any and all sensations here for you now. Appreciating yourself for the time and energy you've devoted to your well-being, to the nourishment and enhancement of your health, strength, balance, and wellness. Knowing that as you continue with your regular practice of these poses, and others you may learn along the way, practicing daily or several times a week, that over time you will observe many changes that will come through your dedication. And in the quiet space that follows here, allow your awareness of breath, of sensations and stillness to continue for as long as you wish.